Coming to you direct from deep underneath your favorite Japanese wrestling arena, it's time for your high-speedy, strongly styled, fighting spirited, secret handshaking, wink wink nudge nudge, lethal dose of female professional wrestling, primarily in the land of shoguns and rising suns. It's time for you to remove your blindfold, accept a complimentary fruity drink that's totally not sus at all, and learn from our inside terminology, because you, our friends, have nearly willfully accepted the invite and have joined our Cult of Joshi. Now allow me to introduce you to your fighting spirited guides, Raja and John.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host Raja and I am joined by my co-host John.
Hello.
And we are primed and ready to talk about some amazing Joshi
Now,
right here, right now.
And this ain't no Havabaloo, right? So there might be some Valley Four Nations that we went through before at the start of shows where we're just coming on here with all kinds of, sweetness and sweet words. And
yes, absolutely. Sometimes we just let it go.
We just go, man. We just shoot on it and we're just saying, it's the greatest time we've ever seen right here. But
it just continues.
But this time, as Jim Ross would say, that ain't no hyperbole. So, no hyperbole. This has been one of the greatest
little runs.
We saw some great wrestling in this past week.
We did, and it was like unexpectedly great, I think is why it was so good. Like it was like past your expectations. Good.
It did. It surpassed my expectations. It did. And I mean, there's been highs.
Yeah.
Super highs.
Yes.
And surprises.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm really excited to talk about it because we actually have two things to talk about. The main thing, of course, being Sapporo Rendezvous from Stardom, which was the pay-per-view that just happened at the beginning of the week. But before we get to that, I do want to give a massive, massive shout out to our girls over at Sendai Girls Pro Wrestling because they put on a little show on the 19th of July that was just heavenly.
Chef's kiss, buddy.
I don't know how else to describe Sendai Girls. I've talked them up from here to forever because every show they put on is just so good. I don't know how they do it over and over again, but they always deliver.
Yeah.
And this one, Senjo, the New Era, was in Korakuen Hall, and it was one of their bigger shows. It was streamed live, which they don't do all too often with Sendai Girls, and for a good reason, because it was just magnificent. And it kicked... Oh, sorry, did you have something to say?
No, I was just going to say, sometimes we say it's a love letter to pro wrestling.
Yes.
This is like a penthouse letter to pro wrestling. This is that... It's almost that dirty little secret you enjoy way too much somewhere in the corner of your mind.
Right.
And it's you want more people to know about it. Like, this is really good stuff, man. This is really good.
Yeah.
But it's ours.
Yeah, at the same time, you're like, don't look at my stuff.
Yeah, it's ours. Listen, man, this Senjo thing, they never let us down.
They really don't. It's like a guilty pleasure almost. It's like, this is one of my favorite things to watch in Joshi.
Even when I think this match is going to let me down, right?
Yeah, we've seen this match before.
We've seen this. This is not a big roster. So basically, the girls come out with fake mustaches on and everything. It's like, you have not seen this match before, we promise.
Right.
Like,
I'm pretty sure we have.
That's you, Mika. It is not Mika, I know. But no, I mean, it doesn't matter. No. It doesn't matter. It never matters. These matches are spectacular. And I think one of the big reasons is they have a little indie charm left in them.
Yeah.
They're non-formulaic.
Yes.
Now, they're formulaic as far as pro wrestling match because they have to be.
Right.
They're formulaic as in, if it's a Joshi, hip toss, it's, hop, pop, go.
Yes.
And, all that stuff. Yeah, you got the young girl
You've got the spots,
stuff.
okay?
Yeah, you got the spots. But there's something special. There's something there. There's a little bit of, I'm going to beat the living crap out of you.
Yeah, you can tell they all love what they do.
They do.
They're all ready to perform every time they go out there.
It's a different kind of beat the crap out of you than Marvelous. Marvelous is like you're getting the crap beat out of you. You're not sure you're going to make it out of this place.
Yeah, it's like scary sometimes.
Yeah, it's like I'm not so sure that she's going to let up.
Right. This is more of a respectful beat the crap out of you.
Yeah, Senjo's like, I'm beating you for God.
Yeah, it's like, we have to do this for the sport.
It's just like... It's just like, I know. Antonio Inoki's looking at, I agree. Hi.
And we actually talked about it a little bit while we were watching the show, how a lot of the girls have been getting together to do these big training camps like once a week where like people from all over come in, all the Joshi wrestlers, and just train together. And it's
beautiful.
You're starting to see some of that in these matches that they're putting together.
Just beautiful. You see all those pictures and all these ladies from different walks of, from federations and stuff.
Yeah.
And man, it just does you good.
It does your heart good.
Before we get going too far here with any of your Senjo thoughts, I just want to say a little RIP to the devil himself there, Blizzard of Oz, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes, it's just hours after the announcement.
I don't know how many people that wear black constantly were somehow influenced by Black Sabbath. But if your little screamo band, I guarantee if you ask, who did you listen to?
Yeah.
They're going to say Black Sabbath.
Probably.
It doesn't matter who it is, right? They're going to be in that conversation. If not, they're going to talk about another band, and that band's going to say Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
So
yes, Ozzy lives on through all music, essentially.
And it's so funny for me. This is funny. So I only listened to Black Sabbath because of wrestling.
Really?
Yeah, this is true. And I wanted to get this out on the show on record.
Okay.
Because it's a very, very true story. So I, played with my toys as a child. And one of those toys was the Road Warriors. Uh-huh. And I loved the Road Warriors. Had Road Warrior scrapbook. And it's so funny for someone that's so into working, right? And it's also the Road Warriors was some of the reasons I first got Japanese tapes.
Ooh.
Honestly.
They just influenced you all over.
Yeah, Road Warriors, Stan Hansen, Gordy, all these guys. I wanted to see the Japanese stuff because you always seen them on the back of the magazines. And my whole Christmas one year was only wrestling videos because back then they were like $80.
Right.
And so, there's so many reasons. But Black Sabbath. Road Warriors came out to Iron Man. And they talk about the Road Warrior pop. And I was lucky enough to be a child let off at a wrestling arena by myself.
In the days when you could do that.
Well, I don't know if you should have.
Probably not. And could are two different things.
But it happened to me a lot.
Yes.
Okay. I even got rides with people's uncles.
Right.
That I had never met.
Yeah. Can't be doing that.
To another city.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah. To see wrestling.
Yeah.
And
I can't even dream of doing that when I was a child.
I mean, I was old. I was at least 11. So anyway.
I could take care of myself.
I was probably smoking by then. Anyway, I experienced the Road Warriors and heard the music and had to look up the music, right? So it was one of those things that I discovered Black Sabbath because I had to.
Right.
Because I wanted to find out about Iron Man. And, then I bought the Iron Man watch. It was like a whole thing. But, that really was my start of that. It's crazy.
Wrestling
really.
and rock, just
they
go hand in hand.
It's so the same. I mean, like when I was in a band, that was when I first noticed that basically strippers, metal guys, and pro wrestlers were all the same.
It's all the same group.
It's just all the same. Like we all live this very similar lives.
Yeah, you still see it these days.
You perform for people's pleasure.
Yeah.
And for people in general. You put this big show on, and behind that, you're normally very damaged.
Right. It all comes from trauma.
Like insanely damaged.
Yeah.
Traumatic upbringing, traumatic end. You're only here like for this short little run,
You're
right?
Just a flash.
Yeah,
and then you're gone.
You have this run in life.
Yeah.
And the people that are like that, a lot of times the people that were picked on, the people that were less than, the people were made to feel that way. The people that were, the school, drama club people, right?
The theater kids.
Yeah, or whatever, right? It's very rarely is it the ones that had everything handed to them and, made it through. And those guys do get signed by WWE.
Yeah.
And then they make it like 2 years and they're like, I don't like this very much. Or they go to the indies finally and they're like, oh, this is shit, and they get out of it. They don't understand. We don't see 30 people.
Yeah.
We see a stadium.
Yes.
Doesn't
matter the
even
count.
if it's 30 people, if one of them really cares about your character, it's everything to you.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of storytelling. That's the beauty of the love of it and stuff. So yes, that's where my Black Sabbath came from. That gets me all into the indie feels. And this is going to be a great show because
but
I'm fired up.
Rest in peace, Ozzy. It was a great ride.
Yes, wherever you may be.
Whichever way you went.
If there's going to be one spirit that decides, you know what? I think I'm going to stick around for a minute, just see how this all pans out.
Yeah, he's just hanging around probably.
No, I don't need to go in that door. It's a special door. You know what? It's fine. I haven't been able to talk normal in a long time. That's normal. That's normal. Yeah, that's normal. But it's a good look at this door. Don't you want to go in the door? Yeah, I really don't. But it could go up. It could. Yes, it could. I'm sure it could. Forgiving God, I got you. It could. You wore the cross. I know.
I have to wait on Sharon.
I bit the head off the bat thing. It's there was 1985. I don't remember 1985, I made albums I don't remember doing. I'm going to stick around. It's a really nice door. Look, there went one now. Okay, don't watch where he went, but which direction? It's all good. What is direction, right? No door? No door. Sorry. All right. I'm good. I'm ready.
All right. Now that we have gotten our rock and roll out of the way, let's talk about Sendai Girls. We kicked off this show with Sayaka Kurara making her Sendai Girls debut in a singles match against Manami, who beat the absolute crud out of her. Just the whole match.
Yes.
You trying to remember the
woo.
The woo.
Oh, yeah, it's like that. Okay.
Yes, the little X.
I was making like deer heads.
Manami is just a phenomenal wrestler.
Yeah, she is.
This is going to be a special episode, I can already tell.
I'm sorry.
She's a phenomenal wrestler. She is incredibly hard-hitting. Like, you wouldn't know it to look at her, but every time she's in the ring, she just comes at you full bore, beats the crap out of you.
Yes,
okay?
she does.
Every move looks like it hurts.
I would like to get a fund for gear.
You're like, let's start
well, you read that
funding people's.
Like, we read that thing where the girls were like, we save up for our own gear.
Right.
And ever since then, I'm like, man, there's GoFundMe's for like little kids I never met. And
people do make GoFundMe's for the craziest reasons.
And
sometimes.
I always feel bad for it because I'm thinking about the 9,000 other kids that need exactly what that kid needs. And that's not the way you should think about it.
Right.
But, I'd like to go fund something I really, really am behind, like my favorite wrestler's gear.
You think the Japanese wrestlers would accept the money, though?
Listen, one of my good friends and former faction member of mine makes AEW's gear.
I am aware.
And one of them.
Yes.
I think they would accept that.
You're just going to get them gear made.
If I paid it to unnamed friend, insert unnamed friend here. If I paid it to him and,
And he just did the work?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's just, I think that some things that keep them is like when you see the faded.
Right, and the letters falling off.
Yeah,
yeah.
It makes me sad.
Yeah, it does. It's like, oh, come on, you deserve some new gear.
It's like people were mad at the WNBA, and then I looked up how much they made. And because I always like to know before I complain one way or another.
Yeah.
Everybody's mad at them wearing for shirts, saying, pay us what you owe us or whatever.
Right.
And I was like, well, Caitlin Clark makes it was $70,000 like a year. I mean,
like
which is great for a normal job, right?
Right, like a middle management job.
But when you think of like any BA,
yes,
I mean
any professional sport,
any professional sport that you watch on television, that has a lot of kids that buy the jerseys,
right.
Anyway, so
I get what you're saying.
I would like to support the Sendai Girls.
Me too. I would love to support them. I guess we'll just have to keep buying their merch and hope that they all somehow
I'm going to buy all their merch.
Start getting the gear. Yeah. But Manami and Sayaka Kurara put on a great match to open this show. Manami coming out with the win, not really a surprise. She used her top rope body splash to pin Sayaka Kurara. So that was a fun opening match. Then we moved on to a 6-man match where Ryo Mizunami, Unagi Sayaka, and Chi-Chi took on Hiroyo Matsumoto, Yura Suzuki, and Zonas. So kind of a tale of two very different teams here on either side. You've got like Hiroyo and Zonas, the powerhouses, with Yura Suzuki, who's just kick you from every angle. And then you've got Ryo, Unagi, and Chi-Chi, who are Chi-Chi, of course, being a badass. But the other two are kind of silly at times, okay? I'm not gonna lie. They're a little silly. But it was still, like, I love seeing Ryo Mizunami and Hiroyo Matsumoto face each other because they just kill it every single time. I also love seeing Unagi Sayaka slap people with the elastic. It's the best of both worlds.
Hiroyo and Zonez. I was surprised to see them in the same room.
They need to be a tag team, right?
They really do.
But Ryo Mizunami won this match for her team after a massive lariat on Yura Suzuki, and she pinned her, so...
Yeah, so we need freedom for Chi-Chi, because I want her to do more.
More Chi-Chi singles matches, please.
Please.
After that, we had a junior championship match, Aya Sakura defending against Yuna, who is very desperate to get her hands on this junior championship. She just keeps coming back for it. Unfortunately, this night would not be her night because Aya Sakura retained. She used a pretty devastating looking German suplex hold to pin Yuna and win this match.
So yeah, Aya had let's talk about gear. Aya wore like gi pants.
Yes, she did have gi pants on for this match. It was... I think she explained it as being more serious for this match, which is cool. If she's like putting on a different look for her championship matches, but I don't know. It was different, which I like. We just talked about how people need new gear, right?
Yeah, we did. I mean, it was different, and she acted like, that it was for that special reason.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And she was really damn violent.
Yeah, we were worried at first. We were like, did she forget her gear bottoms? Did something happen to them? They get messed up. But I think she's just trying to put on a different persona for her championship matches.
Yeah. And I am currently looking up something I wanted to talk about.
Is it the name thing?
It's not the name thing. We're talking about the name thing.
We talked about the name thing between us.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, no, I'm talking about a Japanese kickboxer.
Oh, yes, Mona.
Mona Kimura. So, if you don't know about Mona Kimura, she is currently 3-0.
Yes.
Okay? Just look up Mona Kimura on YouTube.
You'll thank us later.
It is someone we need to steal from, kickboxing and put her in Joshi.
Yes, this is our official appeal.
In her second match, she basically just used her foot and broke all the rules.
Yes.
I mean, they're not rules.
She didn't break any rules.
There's nothing that says opponent cannot just use their foot.
You cannot only throw kicks.
It was one of those things like, hey, if you want to be better than me, I guess you need to train defense,
She's so bubbly and like cute and stuff. It's just so funny to watch her.
It's so Joshi.
It is. She looks like a Joshi wrestler.
So Mona Kimura, you guys need to go out of your way.
Yeah, just look her up and have a fun time. It's a great time just watching her fight.
Yes. Okay, continue.
Following the championship match, we had the returning Bob Momo Banana, Eureka Oka and Mio Momono versus Veni and Aja Kong.
What a team.
Which is just a wonderful, wonderful team, honestly. But Eureka Oka, of course, a huge, huge talent. And Mio Momono coming back from that elbow injury that she sustained a couple of months ago. It was really cool to see them back in it together. It was also kind of nice to see Aja Kong rip the leaves off of the peach hat so easily after the match ended. It was nothing.
You're a sadist.
She just did it like it was nothing. She's so funny. And she had some awesome gear on in this match. Aja Kong did. She looked awesome. Vinny and Aja Kong did get the win in this match. Vinny pinned Eureka Oka, so big things in the tag division, maybe, for these two.
No, it was good, and I agree with everything you said. It was a great, fun little match. It was
very, fast people against power people match.
Yeah, and Aja seemed to be feeling herself, man.
She did. She seems in great spirits.
Yeah,
She's
she really
all
does.
about it. I love that for her. I love Aja Kong.
Me too.
Following that, we had the match of the night for me, personally.
I mean, come on. How could it not?
It was the hardcore match between Hazuki and Dash Chisako, and this match was bananas. It was off the wall, as is every Dash Chisako hardcore match. She never disappoints. She has the best hardcore matches I think I've seen in Joshi, but Hazuki is actually the one who won this match. She pinned Dash Chisako doing a Hazuki straw after Dash missed the hormone splash off of a ladder into a mess of chairs.
Yeah.
Just missed it, landed in the chairs. Hazuki rolls her up, gets the pin after a full match of just devastating table bumps into the floor.
Korakuen leap.
Korakuen leap, yes, through a table. Just crazy stuff. You know how Dash Chisaku is.
Dude, Dash, and you said it right. Dash's hardcore matches, they're not about pizza cutters.
No.
They are about...
light tubes, no.
They're about chairs, ladders, and violence.
Yeah.
And they are so good.
They're put together so well.
I mean, so good. There's always a great story. And
It's so entertaining.
it really brings it brings so much out of her opponents.
Yeah.
And it's got to be Dash, because every time I see her face somebody, I think more of the opponent.
Exactly. Dash just knows what she's doing in there in a hardcore match.
The Hazuki in hardcore, dude, I didn't know how I was going to... I mean, listen, we all know she's a bad person, right?
Yes,
we all
yes,
know
yes.
she can fight. But damn.
Yeah, she exceeded expectations for sure. Like, you never know how someone's going to react to that kind of wrestling when they're doing it for the first time. But it was cool to watch her really come into herself. And after this match, she was not done with the hardcore scene. She suggested to Dash that they have another hardcore match, but this time tag team hardcore match. And at first, Hazuki was kind of playing coy. She didn't want to say who her tag team partner was going to be, but she did specify that it was not going to be Koguma.
Yeah.
And Dash was actually like, you're just going to bring Koguma. It's going to be boring. And Hazuki was like, no offense, Koguma, but I'm not bringing you.
Yeah, I thought that was funny, actually.
It was. And Koguma out there, like, doing the little cry face outside the ring.
But can you imagine Koguma doing a hardcore match?
But Hazuki did finally say who she was going to bring after Dash had someone step up to be her partner in this hardcore match, which was Aja Kong.
Aja Kong, baby.
Who is like, I don't really get all this hardcore stuff, but how hard could it be?
My whole life's been hardcore. My life is hardcore.
That is what she said. Yeah, she's like, my whole life is hard. So how hard could this match be, honestly?
And you talked about somebody doing it and, you know, not being scared.
Yeah.
Have you seen the AJ Francis clip?
I have. It's a horrible clip. It's horrible to watch.
Where he gets scared halfway down and straightens his legs to go through the ladder.
Yes, he put his legs through either side of the ladder rungs.
Jesus Christ.
He could have broken his legs.
I saw Brian Alvarez talking about it.
It was horrifying.
And Brian Alvarez is really sweet on TNA, so he tries not to say anything bad.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
I know it's scary, but you gotta take a back bump, bro.
All I could think of was, can you imagine if somebody had done that on AEW?
It just looked like it hurt so bad.
Yeah, it looked like... thank God he's tall.
The girls in this match didn't bump like that.
No, they bumped,
they were great.
They bumped like they hate themselves.
Yes.
And everyone else.
No fear. No fear
at all.
But after Aja Kong came forward, Hazuki finally agreed to announce who her partner would be, which she said would be Risa Sera, who is on her retirement road as we speak. So I guess she wants one more big hurrah. And this match will be happening at Senjo the Biggest on August 24th.
Those Japanese translations.
I know. That's the name of the show.
No, I know.
It's in Zevio Arena. It's a big deal.
Senjo. Neon Duck.
So that's something to look forward to for sure.
It is.
But this show ended on a tag team title match, some more tag team action. Miki Iwata and Miyuki Takase defending against Team 200 kg, Yu and Chihiro Hashimoto. And Team 200 kg regained the tag team titles. Chihiro killed Miki Iwata with a powerbomb, just absolutely annihilated her. And they are once again the tag team champions of Sendai Girls. They actually just the other day announced another match for Senjo the Biggest, which will be Team 200 kg defending those belts against Vinny and Lena Cross. So,
that'll be violent.
That's always a fun time.
Yeah, Vinny and Lena are just, sadists themselves.
Yes, they are. But just a huge bravo to the Sendai Girls. They always put on a fantastic show.
Absolutely.
I always look forward to seeing them. This one was fantastic. You got to see the hardcore match if you haven't seen it yet, because it's just that good.
Agreed. If that's the only thing you watch that.
That brings us to the main event today. We're going to talk about Stardom Sapporo Rendezvous 2025 from July 21st. And this show in Sapporo drew over 1,000 fans in a cute little ballroom looking place. It was different than their normal pay-per-view. It was very similar to last year's Rendezvous shows.
Yeah.
So it was different from the start, and it was kind of different the whole way through. There were less matches than normal pay-per-views, a shorter runtime, and it went by so fast.
The visual looks like a fever dream.
It does. It's all hazy.
When I dream of Stardom,
yeah.
and I do.
We watch enough of it.
When I dream about a match in Stardom, where I am a young Japanese girl, making my way. No, it's the colors and stuff are.
They did have some weird, funky colors going on. The font for the graphics on this was crazy.
It looked like a '90s ECW video release, like the font.
It did.
And
the colors were wild.
But I'm here for it.
I'm all about it. So. This show started off with the pre-show match, Emma Maishima versus Rion in a singles match. And, the more we watch Emma Maishima, the crazier it is because, she just came off of, obviously, the whole viral thing of knocking Rina out in the middle of a match, okay? But if you get past that and you just watch Emma Maishima wrestle, her fundamentals are so good. Her technical wrestling is great. She did a move in this match that was a stretch with Rion's leg on her knee, and she had her bent over backwards, and it was the perfect setup to go into a backslide for a pin attempt.
Somebody's going to talk about, now come on, Raja. Tajiri did that in 2001,
Yeah, probably.
Taka Michinoku did that.
It looked really cool when she did it.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And
Emma actually had a control for a good majority of this match.
There's a thing about in wrestling, taking something to make it your own. I had a front flip leg drop instead of just a leg drop, and I only killed like 2 people with it. The rest of them,
only 2.
The rest of them were just slightly maimed. But
there's always some casualties.
It's like you want to do something, a little twist on things to make them your own and make them memorable.
Absolutely.
I love, when somebody's got a headlock and they put the knee in the back and make them go down, right?
Just the little extra things.
It's the little extras that mean the most.
Like Hanako's squatting when she slams people.
Go watch.
I love it.
Go watch. Like Sting do an elbow drop, and the height when he's going up, he rungs that elbow and then brings it down. Just beautiful. Watch Bailey do elbow drops.
Yes.
It's
like some people just have that little extra it factor on things.
Well,
it's really good.
They care about everything they're doing.
Yeah.
It's like in football, a lot of times you'll have star wide receivers. And if they're not getting the ball thrown to them in that play,
right,
they take the play off.
Yeah.
And they run through the motions. And
of course, yeah.
You can, but a trained eye can see that person is running through the motions.
And they're not getting the ball.
Right, because they're not featured on this play. That can happen in wrestling too.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like when we run through something in the back, not that we do that. A lot of things we're just kind of like da 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 da, and then we'll do boom boom boom.
Right.
Then I'll work on and I see sometimes matches where people are out there like basically doing the
like that, but in action form.
Da 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 a boo doo boo.
Right.
A sabida.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, dude, come on. And then that's something that we noticed on her that is just
Emma's she just has these little things, just the little things.
She might be Emma without bubbles, but she is absolutely going to be something, and she's got that look already. It's something else we talked about with her. It's like it's different than the look that like Sari has. It
is different.
It's a look that looks like she's done it for 10 years.
Yeah,
but
she seems like a veteran.
Not because of the work as much as I'm just talking the look.
Yeah.
She looks like she's seen some shit.
Just her aesthetic appearance.
Yeah.
I agree completely. And I think Emma is, if she keeps going at this rate, she's going to be a big deal. I also think she's going to end up in Neo Genesis, which I keep saying.
I know you keep saying
but
that.
I wanted to say it on the show. I wanted to put it on record that I think she's going to end up in Neo Genesis. I
actually said she sheen some stuff, so Charlie Sheen's head just came, the winning face. I've Charlie Sheen some shit.
Yes, I'm sure you have.
All right, continue, please.
Despite all of that, Rion got the win in this singles match. She used her up and over, take you down, roll up, and stacked Emma up extra high on it in order to get the pin. And I think it's the first time that move has won a match.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's only Rion's second win?
Yeah.
So after that, Akira win for the future belt chance?
Yeah, she may have had one other win with it, honestly.
It worked. It worked this time. And Rion got the win on the pre-show on a pay-per-view. So good job, Rion.
Way to go, Rion. You didn't win in your hometown, but you won here.
She tries her best,
She got
okay?
destroyed in her hometown. So.
Also, before we move to the next match, I just want to say the one small thing that always does it for me, hit the knee on the Irish whip. I'm like, yes.
Yes.
I'm that meme that's like, guys will see this and say, hell yeah. That's me when they hit the knee.
That's that. I mean, yeah, man, it's good stuff. I agree.
We started off the main card, about as big as you can start off the card, with a Future of Stardom Championship match. Hina defending against Sayaka
Oh my
Kurara.
God.
Now this match was just perfect, beautiful pro wrestling.
Oh my God.
They were amazing. It was like a story, like a movie, just watching them flow together. It was amazing. I can't put it into words how good this made me feel.
That's your job, though.
To watch them wrestle this way.
Put it into words.
Nothing was missed. Nothing slowed down. There was no slog to this match whatsoever. Everything flowed together perfectly. And I was concerned for Hina. Like, 2/3 into the match, I was like, oh no, Sayaka's gonna win. Which wouldn't have been a bad thing. But I've really been loving this Hina
Yeah, me
run.
too. Me too.
And she's like, she came out, she had that look on her face. She looked at Sayaka like, what are you doing in my ring? And I was sold. I was like, yes, let's do this.
Yeah. She's like, what was that, bitch?
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, you're right, though. This match was beauty. It was all contained within the confines of the squared circle.
Yes.
And
as it should be.
The story was told through facials, through actions, and effort.
Yes, and there was a lot of like false finishes with finishing moves that would normally get the job done. I mean, so there was a moment when Sayaka came out of the corner, missed the spear, then came out of the other corner and hit a running knee.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. And then she hit the spear, but it was really, really close to count. Sayaka also kicked out of the jackhammer, which typically Hina uses to finish matches.
She kicked out of the Gato clutch.
Yeah, she did. The Gato clutch. You rarely see people kick out of the Gato clutch. It's so tight. It's hard to get out of. But Hina, she does this beautiful setup for her frog splash, this beautiful STO that's just like the damnedest STO you'll see in your life. So she throws that on Sayaka, gets up there, hits the frog splash that she missed earlier, and hits the 1, 2, 3 to retain the Future Stardom Championship over Sayaka Kurara.
This match did a lot for Sayaka Kurara for me.
Yeah.
She had, not that she had fallen off.
Right,
but she had fallen off. And
she was in a lull.
So ever since the Cinderella loss, okay, she won Cinderella, don't get me wrong. But when you don't win the match you do Cinderella for,
yeah,
it's like,
where do you go from here?
It's a WrestleMania hangover, man.
It's a little restart.
Yeah, it's a little restart. And she's kind of been in the shadows. She's been multi-manning it and everything else. And this was, even the interviews going into this, it didn't really lend you to be behind her.
Yeah.
Because she was like, she lost her chance at the other thing. It's like, well, now I'm going to go for this. And because,
it's like, this is the next step. The Future of Stardom Championship.
Hina was like, girl.
She's like, why are you looking at my belt?
Yeah.
Didn't you just lose?
Girl, this is the most important belt in the company right now.
I love that attitude too.
Because it's defended the best, know?
Yeah. They knocked it out of the park with this match. It was so good.
How long has that belt been the most awesome belt too?
Honestly, from Rina to Miyu, now to Hina, and every time you look forward to these Future Stardom Championship matches, these younger girls, the younger generations are out here doing the work. It's crazy.
It really is.
I love it though.
It really is. This match was amazing.
Yes, and after the fact, of course, Hina was like, you're really strong. Thank you for coming out here and fighting with me. It was great. And Sayaka, of course, was like, I'm very disappointed because I wanted to win, but I'm going to come back stronger, the whole song and dance. And she was obviously disappointed. She was crying a little bit in there. But, Hina is still a champion, and I'm looking forward to seeing who will challenge her next. I assume there will be some 5-star wins over Hina that might lead to future matches, but we shall see.
I think one of those people will be in the next match.
Potentially, because the next match was our 5-star Grand Prix qualifying match. Yuria Hime versus Akira Kuragane. And dude, if you told me 6 months ago when these two debuted that this match would go this way, that I would be on the edge of my seat for one of these people and not the other, I would have been like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see it happening. But holy crap, Yuri Ahime has turned it the heck on, dude. She's just come out of the woodwork. All of a sudden, she's aggressive. She's putting new moves together. She's just a star. It's amazing.
I want to point out, there was a time, maybe a month and a half ago, and we were watching just a match. We were watching a random housey, probably.
Yeah, probably.
And I was just like, man, you know what? This Yuria, I know we've between us given her some shit,
Yeah.
Because she's not coming on like Akira, right?
Right. She didn't start out as strong. Okay?
She didn't start out as strong.
We can admit that.
She didn't start out as strong. But I was like, there's something about her, man. There's just something. She's put some stuff together. She's really getting the wrestling part of it.
Yeah.
And
she's obviously working very hard.
And she's got something about her. There's just something about her that makes you like her.
She's got that spark, right?
And then she strawberries the hair.
Yes.
She gets the new gear.
Yes. See, new gear. We're telling you.
Which the new gear is,
legendary.
It's on point.
Yes.
And
it's perfect for her.
And she adds a couple of new moves.
My God.
A couple of
interesting moves.
But you got to do what you got to do. And, but she is great. And she turned it on in this match.
Oh my God. Just the aggression, like immediately out of the gate, they're throwing hands.
She turned it on in this match without any hesitation.
Yeah.
Without any stutter steps.
Yeah. The confidence was there.
It was, I am owning this shit. I'm going to take this shit. I'm going to show you who the hell I am.
Yeah.
You only get so many chances in life.
Yeah.
And, this is...
She clearly, the story's there, she wants to prove herself worthy of stars. And I guess this is the first step, getting into the 5-star Grand Prix.
She should join Stars now.
I think so too. Like, I think after that match, she should have been like, okay, time to join. Yeah. Time to join up.
We are huge on the Akira train.
Yes.
Akira has the look.
She does.
Akira she got put in a faction early, and she looks like she fits there.
Yeah, she has ability.
She does find I think the exposing part. Now, listen, this is her character, so it's not really an overall criticism.
Yeah.
But if you watch a long match and all you see is the kicks and the...
Right.
Basically, in male Western wrestling, the guys that are kickers and punchers, they're kind of looked down on a little bit unless, there is a place for brawlers.
Yeah.
But it's good if you can do both. Like, think of Steve Austin. Steve Austin was one of the best technical wrestlers in the world. He kicked and punched because it paid the bills.
Right.
But it's good to have the well-rounded school.
Agreed.
And Yuria, in this match...
She had it.
She has so much.
There was like a story throughout this match of her trying to get that triangle choke on Akira. The first time she got it on, Akira refused to be turned over for the slam. And then the second time she got it on, she was able to do the slams. And then she turned it back over, Yuria did, and grabbed Akira's arms, pulled them back, and then bridged Akira up. And she had no choice but to give up at that point.
Or lose her head.
That's how Yuria won the match.
Yeah.
And it was... so cool, like even the leg drop and everything, like everything one right after the other, just the aggressive pace, and you could tell that she wanted this, that Yuria wanted this bad.
I think I may be one of the only people that picks Stardom matches to have picked Yuria.
Maybe. I think it was like it's easy to say like Akira's in a faction, she's probably going to end up in the 5-star.
Dude,
she's been given everything so far.
When I picked her, it was a heart pick. When I picked her, common sense says Akira wins.
Yeah.
Booking says Akira wins.
Right.
What they have built says Akira wins.
Well, obviously someone else sees
no, it's wonderful.
What you see in Yuria.
You got to have those matches where it doesn't go the way you think.
Yeah.
That's what keeps you coming back.
Yeah. I just know that we were completely like off our rocker for this match. We were yelling. We were screaming.
I had to go in the other room afterwards.
We needed a breather after this match. We had to like pause it. We didn't know what to do with ourselves.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It's the kind of stuff you love to see in Joshi, right?
It is.
It was so good. It was a moment for sure.
It was. But
people are going to point back to this in the future and be like, that's where Yuri Hime became Yurihime.
Yeah. And unfortunately, they didn't give us a breather.
No, they didn't, because the next match was a 6-man, Rina Yamashita, Bozilla, and Suzu Suzuki versus Miyu Amasaki, Mei Seira, and Azumi. And of course, this match is a prelude to the Bozilla Azumi match, which will be happening in Korakuen Hall in just a matter of days now. And for the NJPW Strong Women's Championship, of course. And this story very much told, or this match very much told the story of the size difference and the pressure that Azumi is going to be under in that singles match when she goes up against Bozilla, because she couldn't get anything done in this match. It was next to impossible for her to get any offense against Bozilla or anyone else, really. Azumi just kind of was a non-factor in this match.
Yeah, man, you're right.
There were some cool moments, though. There was a really funny moment with Mei Seira and Rina Yamashita where Rina just could not handle Mei Seira's forearms, and she just was like, nope, I'm done, I'm tacking out.
Yeah.
And it was really great.
It was funny as hell.
And of course, Mei Seira and Suzu Suzuki have so much chemistry when they're in the ring together.
They do.
It's so fun watching them face each other. But this match ended when Bozilla pinned Miyu Amasaki with her pile driver, which just always looks devastating.
Vicious.
And gave Mavita Loca the win.
Yes, great match, and it did what it needed to do with, we don't believe any way in hell that Azumi can even survive this match.
Yeah, it's like, what are we going to do? Azumi can't face Bozilla.
Yeah.
She's too big. I love it. I love this story.
I can't wait to see it.
Me too. I can't wait to see what she pulls out of the hat to try to win.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be so good. After that, we had a 4-way tag battle in a very, we need all these people to have some place to go in a match on the card. Aya Sakura and Yuna Mizumori versus Lady C and Ami Sori versus Waka Tsukiyama and Hanako versus Koguma and Hazuki. And this was the match where all the funny happened. All the silliness happened in this match. They had everything, all the spots you expect. They had the hip attacks. They had the bear stuff, you know. It was a 4-way tag match with just a bunch of silliness, basically.
Yeah, you're right. It was.
But the God's Eye contingent were actually the ones to get the win in this match. Ami Sori pinned Koguma in this match to get the win for her and Lady C. So,
yeah,
pretty cool.
It was a good finish.
We love a God's Eye win like that.
Agreed.
And speaking of God's Eye, huge shout out, of course, to Rani Yagami, who on this night was in the Catch the Wave tournament final. She came in second place to Kohaku, who won the tournament.
But we kind of figured that, right? We were like, how do you solve a problem like Kohaku?
Yes, she did very well. She got a couple rounds in there in that 3-way sort of gauntlet situation. So she tried her best. But we're very proud of her for doing so well in the tournament.
Absolutely.
And now she got another tournament coming up. You just got to go straight into the 5-star. Good luck.
Be that much better afterwards.
Following that match, we had Ruaka Konami, Momo Watanabe, and Natsuka Tora versus Kikyo Furusawa, Momo Kogo, Saya Ida, and Hanan. And this is another prelude match because in Korakuen Hall, Ruaka and Natsuka Tora will be taking on Saya Ida and Hanan for the Goddess of Stardom Championships. So they had to get Hate versus Stars in there to foreshadow that, you know.
And what a spot for Kikyo.
Yeah, Kikyo up here, right before the semi-main event with Stars.
Yeah.
She did wonderfully, though. She had some great little moments in this
I thought
match.
so, too. She's doing good.
It was really great. And this match actually ended quite interestingly because it brought back something that hasn't happened in a while, but that we talked extensively about because it was happening a lot. Momo Watanabe accidentally kicked Ruaka in the head when Hanan ducked out of the way, which allowed Hanan to pin Ruaka with 17 and win the match.
And this time they actually acknowledged it a little bit.
A little, yes. Natsuka Tora kind of gave Momo a look with her arms out, kind of like a "what are you doing" sort of look.
Which in Joshi means that's the equivalent of like a 10-minute promo in America on exchange rate.
That one little look, it's like that said everything you need to say, right?
Yeah, agreed.
And I really hope that it goes somewhere. I really hope that this is leading to something with Momo.
Yeah,
Hate.
I would love to see Momo go to like God's Eye and
even just go off on her own for a while. I don't know. I would love to see Momo as a babyface.
She'd be good in La Vida Loca.
She would be. I think that would be a great fit.
Yeah.
I wonder if Suzu would have her.
I don't know, but she'd be great in God's Eye.
Agreed, because of the kicking.
Yeah.
She has the kicks. that brings us to the two big matches of the night, starting with two very different matches too, which I am like so pumped about the way this went off.
Absolutely different matches.
The semi-main event for the Wonder of Stardom Championship featured Starlight Kid defending against Saori Anou, who, of course, she had to chase down to get to accept this match. But you didn't really see any of that doubt here with Saori Anou. It seemed like she came in with a game plan, and she was very confident about it and kind of cocky about it as well. Like, she dominated a big portion of this match.
She did a lot of things you rarely see Saori Anou do.
Yeah.
Which was cool, right?
This match was pure wrestling.
It was.
There was, like, I don't know if there were any forearms in this match at all.
No, the match was hardcore as hell, but not because of the forearms or the headbutts or any crazy crap like that. It was absolutely, like you said, it was wrestling. It was suplexes. It was pin attempts. They
went after each other's knees from the get-go. Saori Anou countered Starlight Kid's normal attacks at the knee for the Black Tiger leg killer with her own, and she worked up to a figure four constantly. She did a figure eight, a figure four. Starlight Kid even turned the figure four over on her at one point. By the end of it, they're both limping around the ring because their knees are in such bad shape.
I love the story.
And instead of the typical fighting spirit spot that you would see in these matches where you're getting up and you're throwing forearms at each other, they kicked each other in the knee back and forth. It was just such a nice touch.
Saori Anou did this figure eight where she hooked it before, like she goes back. She
was standing up.
Yeah, she goes back and hesitation on the hook, and she goes back and then hooks the final leg over.
Yeah, like when she's in the bridge, then she put her leg over the foot.
It's so beautiful.
It was so cool.
And it was all just fantastic, like you're talking about. And the struggle was just next level.
Saori Anou was adamant to not get hooked in that Black Tiger leg killer. And Starlight had to pull out all the stops. Like, she had to stand up with it. She had to do, like, different variations of it. And it wasn't until she finally hooked on not only the leg around the neck, but the other leg pushing down on that leg, which is not like a wrinkle that you normally see out of the Black Tiger leg killer, that she was finally able to submit Saori Anou and retain the Wonder of Stardom Championship.
And, you know, how's Saori Anou going to take this? Because she's so fickle. But after this, I think the story was beautiful because you said it best. Saori Anou hugs her, and it was almost like hugging her to remind her who the hell she is.
Yeah. It was like, good job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just like Saori Anou was just so happy about being reminded.
Yeah. She's like, I did that.
Yeah.
I can have a match like that.
Yeah.
And this match, it was like, it stood apart from the main event. It made itself its own individual thing. It was a breath of fresh air. It was so unique, I loved it.
To me, because we had white belt, red belt, and we'll talk about the red belt in a second, but the matches were very much the embodiment of what you hear about the white belt and what you hear about the red belt.
Yeah.
The white belt was about spirit.
Yes.
And about, you know, desire and love.
Passion.
And the red belt was about violence and stardom.
Yes, and making the show, being the face of the show.
Who's the face of the show?
Absolutely. But like you said, cool. After this match, after the Wonder of Stardom match, Starlight Kid offered Saori Anou the white rose, which Saori took and hugged Starlight Kid. And then she whispered in the ear of Starlight Kid's mask, much like Tam Nakano once did quite a few times in her time. So that was really cute to see. And then she rolled out of the ring. Starlight Kid did have some to say about how the white belt is not secondary to the red belt and how she's going to continue to prove that. And it was just a really feel-good moment. I really loved this match. I was pumped for the whole thing. It was great. It was a great match.
It was.
But that brings us to the main event. And I was kind of like, how are they going to follow that? How are they going to do even better than what we just saw? And boy, howdy, did they figure it out. Because this red belt match, okay, the World of Stardom Championship between Natsupoi and Saya Kamitani was just balls to the wall, slap you in the face, throw you down the stairs kind of match that you love to see, because Poi came into this so angry, just full of vitriol and just desperate to prove that Saya Kamitani is not who she says she is, and just mad about Tam and just ready to take that red belt off of her. And it showed from the moment the match started. The lockup they did, they just tried to bull rush each other out of the ring.
But the thing about it is Saya Kamitani continues to prove over and over
Yeah.
that she is that girl.
I know. That makes it even worse, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to be that angry when she actually proves it, but you're still angry about it.
Right. But, I mean, she continues to... I think she's having a damn good title run. I mean...
She really is. She's really having a legendary sort of memorable title run.
Starlight's pulling one together. I think all together we're getting these good title runs.
Yeah, this show is very much strengthening the reigns that we're currently on, right? There was no title changes on this card. Spoiler alert, if we didn't get to the end of the main event yet, but there were no title changes. Everyone retained and strengthened themselves in doing so in these amazing, amazing matches.
Yeah.
This one in particular, Poi did not care as much about the red belt, I think, as beating Saya Kamatani, because there were instances where they would like fight into the stands and they would be out there beating each other up, and it didn't seem like Natsupoi was in any great rush to get back in the ring before she would potentially be counted out. They always did end up getting back in the ring, but I don't think that was her first instinct in this instance.
She hates her.
Yeah, she's more focused on beating Saya Kamatani than winning the belt, I believe. But there was a lot of really great moments in this match. They just, the hard-hitting stuff was incredible. There were near falls on the Fairy Gift and the Fairy Ring where Natsupoi was like inches from winning. It took Saya Kamatani a huge thrust kick to the face and a spinning Star Crusher to finally put Natsupoi away and retain the World of Stardom Championship. But it was just breathtaking, the whole thing, from start to finish.
Yeah.
They did a great job.
It's fantastic.
It was really a great title match. Afterwards, Saya kind of teased Natsupoi. She's like, I actually have the quote here of what she said translated. She said, "You have a bad mouth, bad manners, and above all, you're devious. So, Natsupoi, isn't this path better suited to you?" Kind of like teasing her, like, wouldn't you should probably be a heel because you're a horrible person, sort of. And of course, Natsupoi was like, I'll never go on that route. I'm never going to be in the darkness. I'm only here to prove that your darkness won't prevail. She said, I'm the one who will snap your wings. So she's more than intent on coming back for another shot at Saya Kamatani.
So she's turning heel.
She says otherwise, but she's just got so much. She's just so angry about everything.
The anger will consume you.
Yeah, it could. It very well could. But there were also...
Yes. Let that anger consume you.
There was also an interesting moment in this match that involved Micah that kind of like... It was kind of like a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like maybe Micah might be coming back around for that belt.
Yeah, Micah wasn't happy when it was over.
Or at least for Saya Kamatani.
She's on commentary, just her face, you know. Yeah. And I mean, she just wasn't happy, but we're going to have to wait on that, obviously.
Definitely. But overall, amazing pay-per-view. Like one of my favorites of the year so far, I think, just because it was so like well-paced. Yeah. The matches were fantastic. There was nothing like Tam Nakano retirement level or like Mayu Iwatani losing the IWGP belt.
Well, I mean,
level.
Those first two matches, I mean, not at that level, you're right.
Right.
But like Hina's match was ungodly.
Yes.
Like the false finishes in it, it's so much more than it should have been.
Agreed.
And then the Yuri, just Yuri's win.
Yeah.
It was just unexpected and fun.
It was very feel good the whole time, and everyone was here to prove that why Stardom is still on the top of the Joshi world, I think.
Fantastic.
It was amazing, and it doesn't stop there because 3 days after this pay-per-view, we have a huge Korakuen Hall show, which they announced the full card for. It's on July 24th. We will have Aya Sakura versus Kikyo Furusawa in a singles match. Emma Maishima, Rion, Hanako, and Waka Tsukiyama versus Akira Kuragane, Itsuki Aoki, Rina Yamashita, and Suzu Suzuki. Hazuki and Koguma versus Lady C and Saki Kashima versus Yurihime Momokogo. Miyu Omasaki and Starlight Kid versus Azusa Inaba and Fukigen Death in a special Miscon collab match, which will have Starlight Kid and Fukigen Death in vinegar-themed characters.
Like pickles?
No, it's kind of like Starlight in that ad.
Oh, okay,
with her and
Azumi.
Azumi. Like that sort of vibe.
Okay.
Sayaka Kurara, Yuna Mizumori, Sariano, and Natsupoi versus Rani Yagami, Tomoka Inaba, Hina, and Ami Sori. For the high-speed title, Mei Seira versus Hanoka. Konami, Momo Watanabe, and Sai Kamatani versus Miku, Kanai, Chi-Chi, and Sari.
Woohoo!
For the strong women's title, Azumi versus Bozilla. And for the Goddess of Stardom Championship, Saida and Hanan versus Ruaka and Natsukatora. So quite the Korakuen Hall show.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Crazy. And then 3 days after that, the 5-star Grand Prix starts.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So much coming up, man.
It's so much. It's so great. And I love it. And I'm so excited for the tournament season. This pay-per-view was great.
It was, but
this wrestling was amazing.
But you guys are going to get to hear us soon when we preview the 5-star.
Preview, yeah. All right, but that's all we have for you on this episode of Cult of Joshi. So make sure you're following us at Cult of Joshi on our socials, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and subscribe to our Cult of Joshi YouTube channel. Leave us a comment on this episode if you loved this pay-per-view as much as we did. Let us know your thoughts and feelings so that we can have a conversation about it. But that's all for now. I'm Raja. He's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi. Bye!